All right, all right. What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below as usual. This one's entitled Stealing People's Time. Um, I'm going to approach this in several different ways. So just bear with me. People in life take life for granted. They take the time that you have in life for granted. And instead of doing something productive with their life and with their time, they find themselves stealing time from other people out of hate, basically, or jealousy. And there are certain people who do certain things and they steal your time. First person that'll steal your time, you. Some of us, we have dreams, we have aspirations, we have ambitions. But those things take the time to work at them. So what happens with some of us is procrastination. We procrastinate. We put things off. We wasting time. And then, you could be working on whatever you need to work on to better yourself or to follow that dream that you may have. But instead, you sat down to watch TV for a couple hours. Instead, you went out to kick it for a couple hours. Instead, you just was tired and you just wanted to take a nap. Instead, you was playing video games. Instead, you was just talking on the phone all day. Instead, you was just running through social media. And then, as the years roll around, you're like, why I'm not where I want to be in life? Because you stole your own time. Because you still want the dream, but your actions show you want it to be given to you by someone else, or you feel like somebody should give you theirs as payment for you stealing your own time, even though you feel like you're entitled to it, which is not true, not true whatsoever. There are other people who steal your time. There are, family will steal your time. There's the type of family that believes in you and wants you to go do your thing. And then there's the type of family and friends, who don't want to see you succeed. So what they do is they always try to either sabotage what you're doing, whether you know knowingly or unknowingly. Well, knowing or unknowing to you, unbeknownst to you, somebody might be doing things behind your back because you told them your dreams and you actively pursuing them. So because they're not pursuing their dreams and they see you're making steps that may get you to where you want to go, they'll go behind your back and do things that ultimately made the time you put in a waste. So that sucks, but people do it, They steal people's time. That's what they do. And a lot of people don't make any bones about it. They try to make excuses for it, but that's what they do. And you have people who may know you, maybe an acquaintance or know you from afar, and they're trying to get you off your square. What I mean by that is they'll steal your time by, come party with me. Come drink with us. Come smoke with us. Come gang bang with us. Come try this different lifestyle. A lot of times, people like that want to get you to do what they're doing because they know their life is going down the toilet, and they don't want to see you succeed. So what they'll do is they'll steal your time by hoping that you get involved with them, so they can drag you down with them. You got to make the choice to open yourself up to that type of group of people, because ultimately if you find yourself with a group of people that's willing to drag you down, at the end of the day they're going to tell you, they didn't make you do anything, you chose to. And that's the truth, but they're not going to say they were premeditated in what they were doing to get your attention, or to get you to be around them because they wanted to get you off of the path that was leading you to fulfill your own dreams and aspirations. So they like stealing people's time, you know. Society, you know, you'd be surprised because people in society are well, like in America in general, America was built on stealing people's time. You know, when it comes to, you know, stealing the land in this country, when it comes to slavery, when it comes to Jim Crow, when it comes to racism, when it comes to sexism and all that other stuff, capitalism, it's all rooted in the fact that you're trying to manipulate a situation to make somebody else to make somebody else's life worse for your benefit. And you're gonna steal the fruits of the labor of someone else because you're selfish, you know, and you're godless, basically. You believe that's a cool thing, and that's what happens. And it's not just when you steal people's resources, you're not just stealing their resources, you're stealing the time that they put in to create those resources. You're stealing their effort. You're literally stealing their life away from them. Because most people who are opportunists look at it as, oh, this is an opportunity for me to get ahead. But nobody ever says, how are you getting ahead? Are you getting ahead from stealing this person's life and effort and the time that they put in to be successful? Yeah, you are. And that becomes the problem. And that's the thing with society. You know, in general, you know, that's the thing with society in general. Same thing with the educational system. It's stealing your time because it doesn't teach you. It teaches you how to be an employee, and you feel like you've wasted your time when you consider thinking outside of the box when you're trying to become an entrepreneur or a businessman or a trailblazer, you know, an innovator. That's outside of the schools of the educational realm because they don't teach you how to do those things anymore, you know. Those are for the special people, right? And they try to tell you you're not special. So for people who want to try blaze a new trail, a lot of times what happens is they come to find out that their education stole their innovation. So it is what it is at the end of the day. So you got a problem like that. Then we talking about relationships. You steal people's time. And a lot of people want love or want people to love them as a way to be paid back for the people who didn't love them in their past. But in that same model, they're not willing to give, they're just willing to receive. So what they want you to do, they want to take your time, your effort, your love, and take from you. You know, they're robbing Peter to pay Paul when it comes to love. So they feel shorted, so they're going to shortchange you, and then they're going to feel guilty when it's all said and done, and you move on, and so it's always this cycle of stealing some people's time and effort and resources and affection and attention, because it was never about the one-on-one with the person. It was more so about needing to feel reimbursed for something that they weren't aware of, you know. And you see that all the time, you know. You see people talk to other people as if you owe me. And people don't care. Like, and that's another thing. When it comes to entitlement, you know, people feel they have people who actually pursued their dreams, passions, aspirations, became successful, and they continue on that path and they're enjoying their lives, and the people around them feel like they owe them for being in their lives when they're benefiting from the person who fulfilled their destiny being in their lives. You know what I'm saying? So if this person wanted to be a doctor and they became a doctor, now all the people around them like, you owe me Dr. such and such because I just been sitting around here wasting my life away, and now that I'm hanging with you, you owe me. I'm charging you $20 an hour for you being in my company, but I'm not doing nothing with my life. And I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna actually talk as if this is some type of fair exchange, you know, because I need to steal your time and the money you've made for your time because I've wasted my time on my life, and now that I see it can be done, I need to monetize my jealousy, you know. So, I mean, stuff like that happens all the time, but you get a lot of people who feel like, you know, it's okay to steal people's time. But, you know, they're always hypocrites because at the end of the day, they don't want anybody stealing theirs. But what goes around comes around. All the chickens come home to roost, you know. So we out. Peace.